Hi everybody, it is I, once again, your reigning and defending World Entertainment Champion of the entire world, Hardcore Harry. How the hell are you guys? As usual, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. This is kind of going to be a little serious video, but I'm overall doing pretty good. So this is another one of getting to know me, and I honestly didn't expect to do so many of these in a row. I planned on doing other videos in between. These would just be like a nice little something in between my other stuff, but this is the third one in a row now. And I mean, I don't know, I'm kind of liking it. I think that's why. I mean, part of it could be because I don't have any other ideas currently, and kind of trying to finish wrapping up on the big project I've been working on, but yeah, I actually really am enjoying it. I'm kind of getting to know me a little more like I hoped. And like with the last video with the bullying, for instance, like I don't think I fully realize how much something affects me or has affected me or continues to affect me. Like I don't think I ever really stopped to think about it and to think about how that made me who I am today, or makes me do certain things I do, or makes me be the way I am sometimes, you know. And I'm kind of learning that there's still some lingering effects there, and that it affected me a lot more than I thought at the time. So it's kind of cool to get to find that out and know that. And I hope you guys are getting to know me. I hope it kind of gives you insight as to who I am and things about me. But this one here is another, like I said, kind of serious one. It doesn't really go hand in hand with bullying, but kind of to a degree it does. It's one of my biggest pet peeves, something that just sends me into a complete rage. I mean, I don't rage out, I just hold it in, but being talked over. Not being allowed to join in the conversation. And I think we all do it to a degree, to other people. I think we all do it, myself included. I catch myself doing it sometimes. I'm like, oh God, I'm an asshole. But I hope I don't do it as much as some other people do it. But like I said, I think we all do it. We get excited and want to share our stuff and share our story, that when somebody else wants to add to it with something that's happened to them, we're like, no, talk over. So it's natural, but it's something that's happened to me through a lot of my life. Friends, family, loved ones, co-workers, complete strangers even. Just having a conversation, I have something to add to the conversation, and I just get talked over. And it really bothers me. It's something that I've always had an issue with. It's always been a pet peeve of mine, and I try to kind of stand up for other people when it happens to them. Like, oh hey, you were saying, just, you know, so they get their point. They get their point across, because I know how frustrating it can be. Because like I said, it happens a lot. It has happened a lot. For a while, it stopped happening. It seemed like everything was good. It stopped happening. I kind of completely even forgot about it, but just lately it's been happening again. You know, different places, you know, multiple different people doing it, and I don't know if it's just like, sometimes I think I'm too nice, I'm too accommodating, or we're not pushy enough, not mean enough. I wonder, like, is my presence not commanding enough to say, hey, it's my turn to talk? And I don't know. It's kind of hard to put into words, but it's been happening lately. Again, where just people are telling a story, you know, and they get their point across, then I try to add something into it, and then they talk right over me. In a lot of cases, it's with one-upping. It's like, oh yeah, but this is better. This is why this is better. I'm better. The situation's better. Oh, well, it was harder for me. Like, I don't want to hear that. I want to tell my part of the story. You told your part of the story. That's awesome. That's great. I listened. Now it's my turn. It's my turn to tell my part of the story, because maybe I have something similar. Maybe I have a similar experience that you could listen to and learn something from. Or, I don't know, it's this crazy thing called back and forth conversation. You know, just a solid back and forth conversation between two human beings. Something that's pretty enjoyable when two people that like each other kind of get together and just talk about something they like together. But there are instances where I don't get to talk about it. It feels like I don't get to be included in the conversation. And if it's not one person talking over me, it's another person talking over me. And it just drives me crazy. And I absolutely cannot stand it. If you don't want to include people in a conversation, then don't even have the conversation. Go talk to yourself in the mirror. Go talk to somebody who doesn't mind being talked over. But I'm not that person. I'm not someone that will just sit there and take being talked over. I mean, I guess to a degree I am, because I am too nice. I know I'm too nice sometimes, but like eventually I will snap, and eventually I'll start doing it to you. So yeah, I don't know. I felt it was kind of important to talk about. Just I need to get it off my chest. I've talked to Erica about it, talked to other people about it, but it's just something I want to get off my chest. I want to get out there. And in case any of you are having that same situation, that same occurrence, maybe you're having that same issue, you know? Don't change who you are. Maybe you're too nice, just like me, but that's kind of a good quality too. Don't change who you are. But also stand up for yourself, you know? Same thing as with bullying. You just got to stand up for yourself. You got to either talk to the person, who granted I'm not great at doing, but either talk to the person, tell them what they've done, what they've been doing, and say, hey, listen, I'm not going to do this. Or honestly, just one day snap and start doing it to them back. That's not the healthy way to do it, but stand up for yourself however you can, because it's important. It's important. It only gets worse, especially if you're younger. If you're watching this, it only gets worse. You know, you think it's just in school, after school, to be fine. Well, it's not. It gets worse, because when you have college, it's going to happen again. Yeah, the workplace. That's where it's worst of all, is the workplace. You know, so prepare for it. Learn how to deal with it at a young age, because when it gets, the older you get, the worse it gets. And it's a little easier with a family member or friend. You can kind of talk to them like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. Co-workers and complete strangers, obviously a little harder. You're not going to tell a complete stranger, hey, stop talking over me. Cause a scene, cause a fight. But friends, loved ones, like I said, you can kind of talk to them about it and tell them, hey, listen, this is what you're doing. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I have a voice too, and I'd like it to be heard. So calm yourself down. Allow me to talk. But yeah, sorry, just trying to figure out the best way to word and order this. So like I was saying, it's been happening to me again. So I have to look into my own soul, my own self, and say, do I want to keep letting this happen? Or do I want to stand up to the person or people, because it's people, multiple people, but stand up to them and say, hey, this is what you're doing. I'm not trying to be an a-hole here, but this is what you're doing. This is how it's making me feel. Can we try to work on this together? Or just be an a-hole and do it right back to them. However I'm feeling that day, I guess. Whenever it comes to it. But yeah, either way, you got to get it out there. For any of you too, you got to get it out there. You can't just let it sit inside. You can't just let it keep happening, because it's not going to get any better unless you stand up and do something about it. Maybe like with me for a short time there, it seemed like it was getting better, but it eventually does get worse again. It eventually goes back to it again. So you kind of got to stand up, just like I kind of got to stand up and just say it, get it off my chest. And it helps talking to you guys about it. For all the difficulties of talking in front of a camera, which I think I'm a lot better at now, but for all the difficulties of talking to a camera, such as it doesn't talk back to you, there's also ways that it's easier, such as it doesn't talk back to you. Having this conversation with you guys, I can kind of talk to you. Yeah, you can give me feedback in the comments, but I can say to the camera right now and not sit there and think to myself, okay, do I want to have this conversation with this person? So it's just, hey, I'm buried in my soul. I'm letting it all out. I'm talking to you guys, talking to the camera, and it all gets out there. It's a lot easier than when you're doing it in front of a person. You try bringing it up to them. At least in my case, not everybody has this issue, but in my case, I'll start backtracking. I'm like, oh no, never mind. I didn't mean it like that, and blah blah blah. Something I gotta get better at. But the camera, you don't have that. I'm looking at the camera. I'm like, camera, you're my bitch today. I'm telling you everything. You're gonna listen. You're gonna goddamn listen to it. So yeah, that's what's nice, and it honestly helps to talk, even just to you guys through YouTube. So for anybody having issues, I just recommend talking to somebody, whether it's letting it out through a vlog or just talking to somebody, talking to yourself, even talking it out with yourself. It feels a hell of a lot better than leaving it in. So I think that's about it. Just wanted to kind of touch on it. Like I said, any of you people, any of you guys going through, you people, I don't know what I'm so rude, you people now. Any of you guys out there going through the same thing, it happens. You're not the only one. It happens to me. It happens to countless numbers of other people. Some people just get talked over. Some people are just the assholes that talk over other people. It doesn't matter who they are, they're going to talk over them. So if you talk to them and it just isn't getting better, cut those people out of your life. Just cut them out. Not worth it. Not worth dealing with. You're important. You're worth. Your opinion's worth being spoken, and your part of the conversation is just as important, if not more important, than theirs. So don't put up with it. So like I said, I think that's about it. So as always, thank you guys for watching. I really truly do appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Makes me feel better seeing all these views. So thank you so much. Drop some likes, no dislikes, because that is bad karma. I mean, if you really want to, go for it, I guess, but I don't want to see you have that bad karma, so likes only. Drop some comments down below, and I keep telling you guys, please drop some comments, but you just don't listen. So I'm on my chair begging you from the bottom of my heart, please comment, please, on all the videos. But on this one in particular, drop some comments about situations you've had. Tell me about situations you've had like this, or if you're just like me and it seems to happen all the time to you. Tell me what you've done to fix it. I could use the advice, and anybody else out there watching that's having the same issues as us, they could probably use the advice too. So drop the comments. Let us know your story. Let us know what you did, or even if you haven't done anything to make it better, just let us know. Let me know. Let this community know, because together we can get through this. We can do it. We can make people listen to us. What else we got here? Subscribe, that's an important one. If you haven't already, and I know you have, but at the same time I only have 125 subscribers, so I know some of you haven't, so I don't know what you're waiting for, but subscribe. Share, because sharing is caring, and it helps me out a lot. Honestly, you guys sharing out there is what gets me probably the majority of my views and subscribers and everything, so thank you for those of you that keep sharing, and I ask you, please continue. And for those of you who haven't, I ask you to do it, because it, like I said, it really helps me out a lot. If you like what you see, if you want to support me in any way, that's the best way you can support me, is just by sharing, by watching and by sharing. Also, another important thing. If you want a super cool pair of knockaround shades, just like the ones that I often sport in my videos, you can go to knockaround.com. I mean, that works. But better yet, you can go to the description down below. Click on that link. That's going to take you to my page, and that helps me, because it gets me commission, and that's money that I can put back into the channel to make it even better. So that would help me out a lot. Also, use promotion code hardcore15 for 15% off your entire order. So if you got friends, family, loved ones, and you want to buy things for them, you got presents here. Christmas is kind of around the corner. If you are normal like me and give people Halloween presents, then there you go. Perfect Halloween present. Get them some nice orange knockarounds. That's 15% off the entire order. But, more importantly and all that, most importantly, don't just have a great day. Have a hardcore day.